Hey, Jag.
Attention. I need your attention. Got some highly volatile news coming up right now.
Minutes now until we expect to hear from the Bank of Canada, again widely expected to remain keep its rates on hold at 1.75%. Moving on, a final note now from TDS, they're looking for the Bank of Canada to again hold its rates unchanged at 1.75%. That's disappointing. Fourth quarter GDP complicates what had originally looked like a placeholder meeting. This may challenge Apollo's conviction on future rate hikes, and while we expect the bank to leave forward guidance unchanged for now, the poor GDP introduces a material risk that they will abandon the pretense of further tightening, giving their adherence to duty-dependent monetary policy. Again, at the top of the hour, expecting the Canadian IV PMI for February, a prior of 49.5 with the seasonally adjusted prior of 54.7.
Almost there, 1 minute. One minute now until we expect to hear from the Bank of Canada.
10 seconds. Just a bit of energy here. News of Reuters sources piece that Rosneft opening oil trading office in Singapore, moving some people from Moscow. Unchanged at 1.75%, saying there's increased uncertainty about the timing of future rate increases. Outlook continues to warrant a policy interest rate that is below the bank's neutral range. Given the mixed picture that data presents, it will take time to gauge the persistence of the below potential growth and implications for inflation outlook. Uncertainty about the pace of future rate hikes means that the bank will be closely watching household spending, oil markets and global trade certainty. Again, the main points there from the Bank of Canada, maintaining its overnight interest rate at 1.75%, increased uncertainty on the timing of future rate increases. Canadian IV PMI there at 48.9, seasonally adjusted at 50.6. So looking closer now at the statement from the Bank of Canada, the recent data suggesting that the slowdown in global economy has been more pronounced and widespread than predicted in January. The consumer spending housing market soft in the fourth quarter despite growth in employment and labour income. Export and business investment fell short of expectations. Expects inflation to be slightly below 2% target through most of 2019 on temporary factors including labour, energy prices and wider output gap. Trade tensions and uncertainties are weighing heavily on confidence. Economic activity and global economic prospects would be buoyed by resolution of trade conflicts. The progress in US-China trade talks as well as China policy stimulus have improved market sentiment, contributed to firmer commodity prices.
I know you've been down thinking about him again. I know that your heart's been broken. You should try and let it go and start being yourself. You can put on your dress, we can play your favorite song, and I will take care of you, care of you, care of you. This is what we need, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body won't stop till we're great and old. Maybe for a second we can lose control. You should go work that body. Breakups leave the scars, you don't need to be ashamed. Everyone's got their hearts broken sometime. Let's go out and lose our minds, forget all about him. You can put on your dress, dancing to your favorite song. Everybody will sing along, sing along, sing along. So put your hands up, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that
Seeing an update in the Atlanta Fed GDP now model coming in at 0.52% now from the prior 0.31% for the first quarter. Seeing that's Atlanta Fed GDP now model coming in at 0.5% against the prior of 0.3%.
Just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it.
Hydrogen news here reports that Mexico's Salina cruise port is closed due to bad weather.
I just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it.
Bit of equity news here reports that Survey got a non-binding expression of interest from Advent International.
I just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it.
Bit of US political news here that could affect some US network providers. Congressional Democrats to introduce legislation today to reinstate the Obama-era net neutrality bill. Just over 10 minutes time now until we'll be getting the weekly DOE inventory figures. Let's quick run through the expectations here. Crude expected to be a build of 1.23 million against a prior draw of 8.647 million. in the range of a draw of 3.0 to a build of 5.0 million. On the distillate side, expected to be a draw of 1.44 million against a prior draw of 0.304 million, in the range of a draw of 3.5 to a build of 0.2829 million. Cushing, no expectations there, but it was a prior build of 1.628 million, while the gasoline expected to be a draw of 2.084 million against a prior draw of 1.906 million, in the range of a draw of 2.90 million to a draw of 0.1 million. On the refinery utilization expected to be a minus 0.1% against prior of 1.2%. Just a quick reminder on the API numbers that came in last night. Crude came in at a build of 7.29 million, while distillate a draw of 3.1 million. Cushing came in at a build of 1.1 million, while gasoline a draw of 0.4 million.